Hi everybody, my name is Bosco, and welcome to me and my music at Popularity.
What emotion do you wish most to evoke from your fans when they hear your music?
Um, well, that's a good question just to begin with. I hope it translates. When you write a song and you produce your songs, obviously the ultimate goal is that people listen to your songs and get either what I was trying to express out of it, or in a way they get they start having their own thoughts and their own dream and think have their own perception to the song. So I guess with this song, it's a simple song, but it's a complex song with it. So I don't know how to answer it properly, but I think there's a lot to.
For those who have not yet checked out your music, what would you tell them to make them want to give you a try?
I don't know, it's just more about getting a chance. I think they're going to hear it. I mean, the song is doing pretty well on radio. They're going to hear it at some point, whether it comes from their friends or they're going to hear it on radio. And I think the song is really good. I don't know what else to say.
Mm-hmm.
The song is just tight. It's edgy and it's catchy, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a good track. So I don't know how you're going to get to it, but at some point they will.
You write beautiful music. Where do you feel that beauty comes from?
I think most of it comes from my experience. I'm from Rome. I'm from Italy, and it was a bit of a journey, to get where I am. I moved from Rome to UK, and I started doing music in UK for about 4 years. I was, starting with the band and just doing all the things that the Verve and the Beatles have done. Just playing a lot of bars and a lot of clubs. And since the weather is so bad in London, pretty much. But most of the things you do, you just spend time writing songs, So a bit of that and a bit of touring and a bit of traveling. I spent some time in Japan, and then when I reached out to America, when I came to US, now I live in LA. I think that the beauty comes from within, since all the experience and all the experience and the flavors and the ingredients that I put into my songs. Like I have a lot of experience with orchestra background. I work with a lot of orchestra and symphony orchestra in Rome and in Atlanta. So a bit of that, a bit of a lot of touring and a very good pop mentality. I think comes with it.
Do you feel that music can create real change in the world?
I mean, absolutely, and I would, that's why I still love to do it. I think music has to have a legacy and a purpose, and it's sad sometimes when people just think, it's just another song or just another artist. I wish you will go back a little bit, even 4 or 5 years ago, I feel that music was slightly better. I think now it's more like it's pursued by people like it's almost like a fast food of you sort of like you got your song and you like it and then you go move on to the next one. But definitely, I mean, when I write music, I definitely try to have that feeling, try to educate and try the best to give something that people want to buy and people want to not buy one song, but hopefully they'll fall in love with the whole project.
Have you faced any struggles since you have stepped into the spotlight?
Oh, so many. I think the hardest one is I was always signed. When I was in UK, I was signed with a label in UK, and that's why I released my first stuff in Europe, and I was with the band. Then I moved to America, and I was signed with a label in Atlanta. And now, after I got out of that deal, I pretty much put every penny that I have and put my own company together with my business partner. My company is called Eruption Music Group. And the biggest challenge is to, now that I'm the artist, I'm the producer, but I'm also the CEO of my company, it's how to divide myself and how to be business of, efficient and also be, productive on the artistic side. Is a very separate, you have to sort of separate yourself because you have to think, would you buy your own music and what makes good in a business sense, but what ultimately, what connects to the people, the listeners. So that's the hardest struggle, and the hardest struggle is just, this business is extremely tough. It's extremely tough to break in. So it's a struggle every day, but it's also, it's a challenge. That's what you live for.
I read at one point that you challenged yourself by traveling so that you could live life. Do you feel that it's important to keep challenging yourself? Like, is that what keeps you pushing? And how do you feel that experience is reflecting in your music?
It's everything to do with it. I think that the moment you sort of get comfortable in your own shoes, I mean, that's not the way I live. Like, I just like the idea of putting myself in positions where it's not restart, but you sort of have to, okay, now I got to that point, how do I get better? And it's not just, it's not so much as, you want to see yourself successful. It just really comes from within. I think life is such a gift, and you have to really try to make the best out of it, but not only for yourself. It's what's the purpose that you have in this world, and what really you can, in which way you can make the difference. And if you can make the difference with music, great. But there's a lot of other areas that that I'm getting involved. I'm very into, trying to make our life and our planet better, and and protecting animals and life and things that have a good purpose. So the challenge is it's every day is how to make your day a successful day and how to give it a purpose. So that's the way I feel about it.
Are you working on a full length right now?
Absolutely. The album it's not complete because today it's a song by song business. But the album has about 15 tracks already done, and it's very various. It's very Indian, it's very pop, and it's very rock, and it's got a twist in hip hop with it. I did a collaboration with Mims, and I love producing track, and I love my music to have that balance and that rhythm that you can perform, in clubs, and you can perform in rock clubs, and you can do pretty much whatever with it. So the album is closed. It's not done, but we already have the next single after another night. It's called Believe.
What do you find most challenging in music today?
Most challenging? Not so much the competition. Like, really, I don't fear. There's a few artists I really respect, like, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Eminem, and a few others. But apart from those that I truly respect, I don't fear so much. Oh my God, it's such a competition on the creative level. The competition is definitely more on a business level. It's much more business than creative. Like maybe like a while ago there was better artists. Even if you think about even Justin Timberlake or even on the pop genre. I think there was a little bit more talent. Now we have Jason Derulo, but it's not really. You know what I'm saying? The discontinuity. It's not as much as there should be out there. So I don't fear that much the talent out there. I just fear more the business. How do you compete with bigger labels, and with bigger labels come bigger investment. But it's good.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to the readers of Popularity?
Well, I want to say thank you so much for the space and time, and thanks for giving a shot to my music, and keep doing what you guys are doing. Thanks so much for your space, really.